In September, Calgary's housing market continued its quiet correction. The numbers show a clear story. There's more listings, slower sales, and prices that are adjusting after several years of record highs. But within that story are important differences for buyers and sellers that go beyond the headlines. Let's look at the big picture for the month of September. Sales, we had 1,720 homes sold, down 14% year over year. For new listings, we had 3,782, that's up 3% from last year. At inventory, we had 6,916 active listings, and that's the highest September since 2019. Benchmark price across all types was 572,800, down 0.8% month over month and down 4% year over year. Months of supply, we had 4 months of supply, and that's the first time we've had that much since 2020. Months of supply again measures how long it takes to sell all the current listings if no new homes were added, and that helps us determine whether the market favors buyers or sellers. This is the fifth straight month of rising supply. New listings have outpaced sales since the spring and gives buyers more selection and forcing sellers to rethink pricing and strategy. Let's break it down by property type. Detached homes benchmark pricing 749,900. That's down 1% year over year. Sales are down 9% from 2024 and our month's supply is 3.7. That's up from 2.5 last year. Detached homes remain the most stable segment of the market. Even with higher inventory, more price adjustments are modest, especially in the city center and the West Calgary, where benchmark prices still hover near 970,000. In contrast, the Northeast and East districts saw declines of 4 to 6%, which is pulling the citywide average down. For semi-detached homes, benchmark pricing is 684,800, up 1% year over year. Inventory is up 63% and months of supply is just under 4 months. This segment remains remarkably resilient. Balanced conditions have replaced the frenzy of 2023 and 2024, but prices have held steady. For row townhomes, benchmark pricing 437,100, down 5% year over year. Months of supply is 3.6. Townhomes were the first segment to see clear price softening this summer. Supply is 30% above historical averages, particularly in Calgary's Northeast and Southeast districts. For apartments, benchmark pricing is 322,900, down 6% year over year. Months of supply there is 5 months, so it's definitely buyer's territory. It's the biggest shift this month happening in the apartment condo segment. With more rental supply and reduced investor activity, condo prices have slipped 6% from last September. The Northeast District, though, saw the steepest drop at 10% down, while city center condos held firmer at just 5%. So what does that mean for buyers? Well, number one, timing the turnaround market often shift quietly before headlines catch up. Buyers who act during periods of higher inventory often secure homes that will be harder to find once the balance returns. Number two, quality over quantity. With more listings available, you need to focus on value and long-term livability, not just the price. The right neighborhood, floor plan, and lot still matter more than the quick deal you're going to find. Number three, look beyond the headlines. Citywide numbers don't tell the whole story. Some districts like Calgary's West and City Centre are still holding strong, meaning savvy buyers can focus on where long-term stability already exists. Number four, seasonal advantage. Fall and early winter bring serious sellers and fewer competing buyers. Acting now could mean negotiating from a stronger position before the spring market demand picks everything up again. What does it mean for sellers? Well, number one, the first 2 weeks matter the most. Buyers scroll fast and decide even faster. Homes that make a strong first impression, both visually and in price, capture the momentum that still exists in this changing market. Number two, emotion still sells. Even in a data-driven market, connection will win. Thoughtful staging, warm lighting, and storytelling through your photos helps your buyers picture themselves living there, and that emotional pull will drive offers. Number three, price precision breeds price cuts. Listing slightly below market often performs better than chasing the market down. Precision pricing signals confidence and creates competition instead of hesitation. Number 4, adapt to buyer psychology. Today's buyers are cautious, but they're not absent. They're looking for reassurance through transparency, condition flexibility, and well-prepared listings that make ownership feel real and attainable. So what's the bottom line? Calgary is entering a more balanced phase. This isn't a market to fear, but it is a market to understand.